Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. It's Clark the Shark, everyone. 1-800-449-8255. From the incredible, dynamic, sophisticated, cultured, uh, golden EIB sharkraphone, not a microphone. No way, baby. I speak into a golden EIB sharkraphone. And when I'm talking about this album by Agent Orange, I mean, and to me, you guys, me, Clark the Shark, connoisseur of Go Boy Records, Peanut Records, Zed Records, countless record stores and record shops in Hollywood and San Pedro, and of course the Rhodium in Torrance. I bought me somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was at the Rhodium, but I bought this incredible album, Living in Darkness, the vinyl by Agent Orange. Mike Palm and Agent Orange. He's always been in the band, you guys. They've got like 100 pieces. They're just a 3-piece. That's why I love them. But there's also kind of like a 4-piece version, and there's like 100 people in the band. It's kind of like my band GE, the Greenhouse Effect. We're a 3-piece, but then like 15 guys are like, I was in GE with Clark the Shark. Like all around the South Bay, there's people in Torrance, Redondo, Hermosa. Like, I've jammed with Shark. In fact, I was in GE. And I'm like, dude, I know the 9 or 10 people who were in GE, and you weren't in it, bro. And some guy's like, no, dude, you don't remember, Shark. I was in GE with you. And I'm all right, bro. You know what? You're an honorary fucking member of GE. And me, Clark the Shark, I'll always consider myself an honorary member of Agent Orange, Living in Darkness. Because this 1981 punk rock debut, it meant a lot to me downstairs at 251 Paseo de Gracia in Torrance, Redondo Beach. You know, it was weird when I grew up. My zip code was 90277. Bill Watt from Prop 13 lived across the street from me. We both lived on Paseo de Gracia. And at one or two times in our lives, we were close. But we kind of drifted apart, but we both drifted into punk rock. It's so weird. But I never really would go up to Bill and connect, dude, or Steve Watt, both of them, and be like, dude, let's talk about punk. Like, I think there was always this thing where he was like, I know more about punk than you, Shark. And I'd be like, well, dude, come on. We both know about punk, bro. I mean, there's always this battle in the South Bay, Redondo Beach, Torrance, Hermosa Beach, Lomita, because we're all from the city. We're Greg Ginn and Black Flag, and it is the punk rock mecca of the United States. Pennywise and, Instigator. A lot of bands came up out of Redondo, and even some metal bands, Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses and all kinds of bands have a South Bay connection. Rat, with that drummer who lived around the corner from me. But truly, you guys, it really galls me. It really makes me angry to hear that people think Seattle, is such a punk rock place, when really the people who know punk rock from Los Angeles County, we know that it's either Orange County or Redondo Beach. And me, Clark the Shark, I can tell you because, Henry Rollins lived in Redondo, Greg Ginn. There's just such a South Bay, Redondo Beach punk rock thing, Hermosa Beach. It is the king city in the United States for punk rock. And me, Clark the Shark, I was always never really committed to punk because, I liked all kinds of bands, from the Beatles to Rush to Iron Maiden to Styx, to Harry Nilsson to, the Doors, or just all kinds of shit, the Rolling Stones. But of course, I'm from Redondo Beach, Torrance, you guys, the South Bay. I have to be into punk. I have to listen to Agent Orange and, Black Flag and, all those Flag albums on SST and Bad Religion and, the Germs. Dude, it's not like a rite of passage or, you're getting beat or spanked with punk rock because you gotta listen to punk rock, dude. You're in the South Bay. It wasn't that, dude. It was because Clark the Shark, was such a misfit. I was a genuine loser, nerd, just a fucking retard, dude. And I still am to a degree. I grew up now at age 58, pretty much. I am what they all would say I would be, just a wayward fucking vulture, like just a douchebag, but I kind of fucking love it, and I wear it as a badge of honor or some kind of reluctant courage or something. I don't know, or who knows, maybe I'm just a fucking douchebag. But Agent Orange, man, this fucking band really connected with me as I grew up in the South Bay, dude. No friends. Okay, let's frame the situation. I always hung out with douchebags because, my family just treated me like shit, or they like coddled me in this shitty way. My brothers hated me. My dad, like, dude, I swear to God, I think he regretted that I was even born in 1965 at Harbor General UCLA Hospital out there on Carson Street in Torrance. I mean, my mom, Joanne, was cool or something. Like, she tried to love me, but she would say these backhanded compliments. But God bless her, man. I love her. I love Gary too, my dad. But I'm just, me, Clark the Shark. I gotta keep it real, you guys. And I gotta tell the truth. I had a fucked up life, and I still do. Because people treated me like shit from the time I was 5 years old. And they probably should, dude. I mean, I'm like a 5'6". Back at South High in Torrance, I was just this 120-pound, bleached, like white albino retard that nobody liked. And, when I was born, I was like, they said I was autistic or I had Bell's palsy, or there's always something wrong with me. I was always going to the hospital, getting my heart checked, from the time I was 5 or 8 years old. And I was just always fucked up with something. And plus the fact that nobody liked me in my childhood on into through to today, this very day, dude. It's just it's been a weird walk on this earth, but I always had a friend in Agent Orange and punk rock and going to the Rhodium and buying records and, and just hanging out with losers or just douchebags, like at South High, just the punk rock kids I would drift to. I'm not going to name names, but you guys know who you are. I mean, and anyone who would like me, there's something wrong with you, dude. You're a fucking douchebag. I I mean, it's just a fact. Or anyone who wouldn't like me, it's all the same at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. The great Groucho Marx once said, I would never want to join a group or any party that would have me. And me, Clark the Shark, on many levels, that's how I've always felt. That's why I'm kind of antisocial. I keep to myself, and or sometimes I'm cool. I come out and try to be all happy, but then it all goes bad because people are like, well, why is Shark being happy? That's not how Shark is. And, see how it is. I just can never quite fucking hit it on all cylinders. And so I end up all alone in my room somewhere, either at 251 back in the day or even now, listening to Agent Orange, Living in Darkness, because that's how me, Clark the Shark, that's how I felt growing up in Redondo Beach. And I think a lot of you out there know this, and you want to be like, well, sorry, Shark, dude, I always loved you, bro, or I always thought you were cool, or, it's like, what's the point, dude? It's either too late or, the damage is done, or the bad things have happened and there's no the past is the past and it is what it is. It's laid in cement. But listening to Agent Orange is also laid in cement. And you can tell all these songs really influenced songs by the Greenhouse Effect GE. My songs like Star and Ben is Dead, they come from Agent Orange more than, Mike Watt or the Minutemen or, any of that, dude, or Black Flag. Agent Orange with these technical guitars where the guy's palm muting and the drummer's really technical. It's just really good shit. These guys were almost like, they were punk rock, but it's like they listened to some metal or something, or I'm talking like new wave of British metal, because they muted, and just this tight way that they played was really influential on all punk rock. And if you're a misfit, retard, just a douchebag, has no friends, or even if you hang out with just douchebags, you're going to gravitate towards Agent Orange, Living in Darkness, this fucking incredible debut album that really influenced me. I really loved this. I loved all kinds of punk rock. The Jam and the Clash and all kinds of shit. But I always have this thing, the special thing for Agent Orange. Like they're just a special band, man. And there were a couple of punk rock kids at South High. I remember this guy named Alan Mulch and the other dude named Jim Moody. And there were some other kids too, and they liked Agent Orange. And I remember, just people with the Ghetto Blaster, we'd be playing hockey or something around Torrance or Redondo or Walteria, and somebody would be playing some fucking punk rock on a little tape recorder or Ghetto Blaster or something. And dude, they would be playing Agent Orange. And I can just remember this band stood out to me from the other punk rock because it just seemed more authentic or something, or just better played. Like Black Flag, is kind of sloppy, Greg Ginn. Bill Stevenson's fucking amazing and Robo and all that. And, but there's something, Des Cadena years, there's something to be said for them, and DC3 and all kinds of shit on SST. But Agent Orange has this thing on Posh Boy Records, dude. I mean, they've got this thing. I don't care what the stars say, oh, dude, well, 5, fuck yeah, who gave it that? All Music. And Posh Boy label. That was a label I sent shit to. Me, Clark the Shark, getting rejected. Just a stack of millions of rejections of my band Greenhouse Effect. I never got a record deal. I got big on the internet all by myself, and I, being kind of a genius Sharky, I mixed things like crypto and, video making and stocks and bonds and, just shit, interest, and connecting it all to the music. And, I got all of you out there to discover GE. It was the thrill of a lifetime. It's kind of died down now, but, I could always get it going again at any time. But I don't think I'll ever quite get it going like Too Young to Die by Agent Orange. Side 1 is incredible, you guys, and everything turns gray. That's how my life went. It just seems like, when you're Clark the Shark, it's like the Truman Show. It's always raining on just you, and you see a blue horizon and you go out to it and it's just cardboard. Everything turns gray, really tight punk rock. And of course, Miserlou or Miserlou, the instrumental by, Palm, fucking killer. And The Last Goodbye, dude. It's kind of generic punk rock, but it's really angry, you guys. Agent Orange. But they would get better, you guys, after this album. But in many ways, no. There's something about this album that you can't top, and no such thing, dude. There's no such thing as topping this punk rock, this tight palm muting drumming, this intricate play of Agent Orange. There is no such thing as topping it, baby. Black Flag does not do it. Neither do a lot of those other bands, dude. A cry for help in a world gone mad. That's me, Clark the Shark. When you watch my videos, it's always a cry for help, you guys. But when I need help, I go and listen to some fucking Agent Orange and Bloodstains, dude. It's all fucking killer. Living in Darkness by Palm and Levesque. Dude, these guys to punk rockers are legends, dude. Agent Orange, man. Palm is like, I respect him more than Mike Ness. I do, you guys. I hate to say that. And you guys, Mike Ness has like cancer or something. I just found out, dude. Pray for him. You know, great guy. Fucking great guy. Great albums. His solo albums are really fucking good. His solo shit is awesome. But Agent Orange, you guys, what a band. 3-piece, but you know, I think these guys they're committed. Like when you talk to Agent Orange, they're like, we are a 3-piece, you know, and dude, the Minutemen, man, dude, or Agent Orange, fuck, dude, or maybe a noise agency. I can't decide, you guys, or maybe even me, myself, Clark the Shark in my band, The Greenhouse Effect. I love melodic shit that tells it like it is, dude. And me, I got mixed up with punk rock as I grew up in the South Bay, Redondo Beach. But I also somehow got dragged into this Catholic Christianity, which led to like this Republican conservatism thing. I'm already a Taurus, you know, April 27, 1965, you know, so I had that conservative thing in me. And as I grew through the years in the South Bay and on into today, there was always this conflict between the punk rocker, the heavy metaler, and the Catholic, like Christian Scientist genius, and the Republican conservative douchebag that's just like, no, you will do what Shark says. You know, that was the thing that probably lost me a lot of friends and who knows. But there's also like this socialist liberal thing in me that's almost like a bleeding heart. You know, I got it all. And I got it bad, you guys. It's all inside the brain of Clark the Shark right here on the fabulous, amazing Clark the Shark Show from the golden EIB microphone. Oh, there, I said it, dude. It's just a microphone. It's not a sharkophone, and it's not made of solid gold like American Bandstand. I'm just an ordinary human being, dude. Just another ordinary man. Do, do, do. You know, like Triumph said. Do, do, do. Hey, politician. I can't believe a word Shark says. Almighty media, whose truth Shark sells today. Do you fall asleep real easy, feeling justified and Shark? Or do you wake up in the morning feeling like a fucking pile of shit? Well, if you do, dude, put on some Agent Orange and I don't know if you're going to feel better, but dude, you will feel something. You will feel real. You will fucking connect if you listen to Agent Orange, this amazing punk rock. I always think of this like it's from the South Bay, like it's from Torrance, but I'm not sure if it, I'm always like, where is Agent Orange from? Is it Orange County? Is it Riverside? Is it Torrance? Is it Redondo? I don't know, dude. I don't like this thing where, I'm like that guy that's like BFD. Remember that sticker on trucks or cars? I'm like, big fucking deal. Who cares where you're from? Me, Clark the Shark, I may be from Redondo or Torrance or Los Angeles, but dude, baby, I'm from Earth. I'm not even from the United States, the red, white, and blue. Fuck that. I'm not even proud of that. I'm not proud of anything. I'm a citizen of the world, just like Neil Peart would say from Rush. You know, when a colorful flag is unfurled. Dude, a whole wide world and an endless universe. Yet we keep looking through the eyeglass in reverse. Don't feed the sharky, but we feed the machine. Can't really feel what international means. In different circles, shark keeps spinning around. In different circles, shark keeps going round and round and round. Listen to Agent Orange, you guys. 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone, the Wolfman Jack on crack. And remember, you guys, my guarantee, if you're not fucking 131% satisfied with the fabulous, amazing, unreal, unbelievable Clark the Shark show, you guys, I take a fucking shit on Rogan, Stern, Jim Rome, Hannity, Tucker, Hush Bimbo, dude, all of them. Fucking Morning Jerk, Morning fucking Joe and his Morning Ho. Fuck them. I'm Clark the Shark, and you just got the word, the gospel. You just got slayed with the only review of this technical, tight punk rock with palm muting, dude. And it comes from Palm, baby. Mike Palm, Agent fucking Orange. I want you to buy this album just like I did, dude, back in the South Bay, Redondo Beach. Go to Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. I don't fucking care where you go, but you buy some Agent Orange, and don't do it because you're lonely and you have no friends, or you drink, or, you know, you slam fucking needles, or, you know, you smoke crack or weed or meth. Or, dude, don't get into music because of drugs. Get into music because you're fucking pissed off. You're confused. You don't know what to believe. You know, you're in a world where you're like, God, I know there's a God, but God, dude, what are you, a dick? You put us in a fucked up, shitty world, and then you say, worship me? And I'm like, dude, I don't know, God. I mean, I love you, bro. I love you, man. But I don't know if I feel good or clean about worshiping you with the fucking shitty life you've given me. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show at 1-800-449-8255. And God's like, hey, Sharky, I never promised you a rose garden, bro. But if you're ever feeling bad, Shark, or you're feeling down, remember, you can always listen to some fucking Agent Orange, Living in Darkness, because that's what you do, Shark, and that's what we all do right here on planet Earth. We don't know, you guys, if we're going to be alive tomorrow. We don't know. So love each other, bro. If you see a little 5'6" douchebag, give him a hug and give him some love. And, you know, if you're a hot, beautiful, gorgeous chick, fucking pity fuck him, girl. Or love him, really love him. Don't just get with a guy because he's 6'3" and he dresses nice and he has a nice car and a nice job and a lot of money. Sometimes, girls, those turn out to be the worst guys that cheat on you and shit like that. And you will learn that the hard way. Maybe not from the knowledge and wisdom of Clark the Shark, but you will learn that from life at 1-800-449-8255. And you might learn it right here on the Clark the Shark Show. I'm Clark the Shark, and you got the gospel about Agent Orange, Living in Darkness. Don't keep living in darkness. You come to the Clark the Shark Show, and you get the knowledge. You gain the earthly knowledge that you will need here from the only 5'6" piece of shit fucking albino loser, me, Clark the Shark. I wrote the fucking book. You will get it from me, and you will get honest punk rock reviews of all the important albums, you guys. Agent Orange, the Minutemen. Dude, Black Flag, you're going to get good shit here. And I want you to come back and keep on listening. And don't listen to those other reviewers on YouTube. Many of them don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They didn't live it. They've had good lives. They've had good parents. They've had love. They have babies. People love them. You know, they drive a nice car, they have nice hair, they dress well. Don't fucking listen to people that dress well. Don't listen to those people, dude. You listen to Clark the Shark from the golden EIB Sharkerphone right here. And I'm out of here, people. Peace. Love ya.